Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning Podcast because we can't afford sound effects. My name is Danny. I'm your host. I got Owen, Michael, and Peanut. Welcome back, everybody.
What's good?
What a hey! He
We
got
do
it,
have
bro.
sound effects.
We got it. We do have some. All right. Quick recap for the divisional round. How do we do? Let me know.
We did not do the best, brother.
I was about to say, I think we all know which one we missed.
Yeah. So
that's
we all went for them. Yeah,
we did.
We all did.
We did. Okay.
I think we all knew there was a chance. We talked about it in the last episode. We all knew that there was a chance. We did not expect it to happen the way that it did. But Owen, go ahead, bro.
Starting with the AFC, the Texans and the Chiefs.
All right, skip past this one, bro. Skip.
Danny's the only one who put Texans. The rest of us put Chiefs. I didn't want them to win. But,
me neither.
I mean, I just knew that.
Neither should they have deserved that win, by the way.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't want to be a hater. All hate taken aside, because I am going to give them the credit at the end, right? Let's give them credit and then we'll go, right? Credit due to Travis Kelce. I don't know how he does it. That man is a wizard when it comes to finding opening space. I don't know how he does it. This man is a very unathletic tight end, but he just always finds open space, and that's just what makes him so special. He's always in the right place at the right time, and that's how the Chiefs win games, because Travis Kelce is always there when you need him, and that's how they win games. So flowers there, man, and that defense, man. Honestly, they have carried them throughout the whole season, through that playoff game. CJ Stroud didn't look the best. Props to them. But at the same time, bro, we have to address the calls. Will Anderson,
absolutely.
That was not a call. You know what really pissed me off, bro? Watching the game, watching Mahomes run out of bounds, slows down, waits for the contact, and then he dives. That's how you know. Like, Chiefs fans and Chiefs players don't want to hear, people think it's the refs and blah, blah. You think he would have slowed down if he didn't know in the back of his mind, maybe I can get a call here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see everybody else doing that. You know what I'm saying? And, the way he's scrambling around, and then he dives last second. 2 Texans players hit each other. They didn't even hit Mahomes.
Ridiculous.
That's a call.
Ridiculous call, bro. I can't believe
crazy?
it.
They stopped them twice, and they scored on both of those flags.
Yep.
Both of those
bad
flags.
calls, yeah.
So bad, bro.
And it's I understand the Texans, and I don't blame them either Will Anderson didn't care. He was like, that's the refs. D'Amico Ryans was like, we're against everybody, and he emphasized everybody. We all know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all know as fans as well. So I don't understand what's gonna happen. There has to be some sort of change, because you ruin the game. You ruin the game. Like if the Chiefs were to beat Texans up straight up, fair and square, fine. Then that's fine. I think we could all deal with that as fans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But seeing missed call after missed call or bad call after bad call, I mean, it's just unacceptable, man. It's just ruined the fun. It just ruins the fun. I'm not trying to see the camera pan over to Taylor Swift anymore either. What's about football, man?
It was a close enough game too. So those flags,
they mean a lot.
Yeah, they
crucial,
changed the whole game.
Changed the game, and you said, and Michael, like you said, bro, they scored on those 2 flags.
I was so mad watching that game. I'm not gonna lie.
I couldn't watch it no more. No more. It was unbearable. It was really unbearable, and the NFL really has to take a look. I don't know if you send out some sort of investigation. The game's already done. You can't really do nothing about it no more. But I know something that does have to change, and it's that quarterback run. If they're outside the pocket or if they're running, they are a runner, and there's no exception. You can't just running. You see 2 players. Oh crap! I'm gonna just fall back and slide. You can't do that, man. We've been talking about it all year. I talked about it earlier in the season when Justin Fields did the same crap. I mean, you can't do that. Either you're gonna run with the freaking ball and you're gonna slide, or you're gonna take the contact like everybody else does. Like
Yeah.
they just can't be any more of that, man, because it just ruined the game. Texans maybe would have had more of a chance. Like I said, that defense still played great, but something's got to change. It's got to change for sure, and I think it will. I think it will. I think NFL
I
fans
don't
will
know, man.
definitely be upset if something doesn't change.
I don't know.
Why? What's going on? What you think?
I, man, it's just so hard. It's just so hard to watch these games now, bro. Like, I don't want to like cause any controversy at all, but I think that there's some point in this where the NFL is just looking at ratings and money and viewership, where if you get teams like the Chiefs that are dominant right now that people enjoy watching, right? I think that they'll protect those teams and those players like Pat Mahomes to a point where it's just a cash grab, where they just bring in the views and the money and the viewership, and I don't see a imminent change anytime soon for that.
And you know, the most frustrating part too is like the fact that we're watching these games and we see a hip drop tackle in this game as well. We all saw it.
We saw it.
And it was called earlier in this year too. It was a new change. No flag.
Yep.
We saw Lamar get hit late out of bounds this past game too. No flag. Jalen Hurts got hit late. Hip drop tackle. Nothing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I don't care if you're calling flags and if you're gonna make rules, but make sure that it's spread across evenly.
Yeah.
No special player gets special calls. That's BS, man. That's BS, and it ruins the game. And it's not fun. It's not fun to watch. Like, it's not fun. Like I said, if it was Mahomes' greatness and three-peat and whatever, like all that good stuff, like that good stuff, right? Like I wouldn't mind if it was fair. But if you're forcing these calls, these controversial calls, it ruins it. It really does ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
and that's from a neutral standpoint. Like
Yeah.
all of us, we don't have any horses in the race right now. We're just
Yeah.
watching it as a casual NFL fan, and these things
Yeah.
we can tell you right now that these things are ruining the game.
It just ruins the game. Flat out and simple, bro.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was watching the Bills-Ravens game, and all these late hits that should have been called, like that would have been called. That hit on, Jared Goff on that INT return.
Yeah.
If that was Mahomes, that player would have been disqualified. Frankie
For
Louvu would have
sure.
been disqualified.
They didn't even call
And-
it, which is crazy. Part.
They didn't even call anything. That was right under the chin of Jared Goff. And yes, I understand that he's a part of the play and he's trying to make a tackle and you have to block. But all I'm saying is if that was Patrick Mahomes, we all know what would have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's the point. That's the point we're trying to make across it. Like, I just want football to be fun to watch, not
Yeah.
like, oh, here we go. Like, everyone's seen the memes. I'm sure even the Chiefs have seen the memes of the refs on their side and all these things. Like, everybody knows it, and it's getting tiring. Like, really, really tiring.
Yeah.
Man, I got a stuffy nose.
Yeah. I agree.
But anyway, man, at the end of the day, they won the game. Hats off to them. Again, Travis Kelce, another January, he just kills it. You can't hate on that. That's something you can't hate on. That boy, he just finds open space like a wizard. He just teleports, man. I don't know how he does it.
And he breaks so many tackles, dude.
Bro,
Yeah,
he
he's
Puts
makes
butter
it.
on him or
He's
something.
strong.
Bro,
It's better.
Puts butter on
he
the
like
stove, bro.
he like loses up. He loses up before the game. I
Exactly.
know. I see him break some of these tackles. I'm like, bro, how? He didn't even try.
Just,
Like he just
bounced off of him.
yeah.
He's just like He's just running still, bro.
It's so funny, bro. It's kind of frustrating to watch too, because I'm like, bro, how?
I saw
But
someone call him like a big bag of milk. That's why he's so hard to tackle. I don't even know what that means, but that's what someone said.
A big bag of milk.
Yeah.
I see it. You know, I see it, bro.
I
Oh,
see it,
man.
bro.
Man,
I know. I was looking at him this past Sunday. I'm like, damn. Like, I don't mean to hate, but boy ain't got no muscle on him. Like, he just like a skinny big guy. Like, I don't know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's funny. I don't know.
Doesn't even matter though. Look at him, bro.
He's great, bro.
Best
He's
receiver on
amazing.
that team still.
He's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. You know, and he's like one of those amazing type that it's like even frustrating to watch him and how good he is. Like, damn,
Did you
how?
see that
Like,
one stat line, dude? He's like second in every category for like catches, yards, stuff like that in playoff games, except for Jerry Rice, like right behind Jerry Rice.
damn,
Really?
Crazy, bro.
that says a
Yeah.
lot, bro. Jerry
is one,
Rice.
he's number 2 for like touchdowns. I'm pretty sure.
That's
in playoffs.
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's only like
Crazy.
recent dominance too. You know what I mean?
Is Travis Kelce y'all goat tight end, or who's your guys' good goat tight end?
Nope.
No, who's your goat?
I got Rob Gronkowski, brother.
That's my goat. Yeah. That's my
Yeah,
goat.
I think I got robbed too.
Oh, we all got Rob. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, cool.
I
No,
mean,
Travis Kelce's great, but Rob Gronkowski, if he
Yeah.
was healthy, a lot of those years that he missed, I mean,
Oh,
we would have
dude.
been seeing it's even more special stat lines. He's insane. He was dominant.
Yeah.
Now that boy, you can see him break those tackles, bro. Yeah. But anyway, on to the next one, bro.
The next game for the AFC was Baltimore Ravens versus Buffalo Bills. We were split down the middle on this one. Danny and Michael had Ravens, and then Peanut and I had Bills.
I told you.
I told you too,
I
bro.
did.
I told you too.
Those turnovers,
You know,
dude. The
I just-
turnovers.
I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I didn't think. It was
You know,
gonna be.
I the reason why I called the Ravens guys was because one thing that we've been saying this whole time, and I sound like a broken record. How do you stop a freaking, Lamar Jackson, King Henry duo on the ground? And what do? They went away from what they do the best.
Yep.
They try being throwers when that's not who they are. Like Lamar Jackson, he has been an incredible passer this year. He has been. I will give him credit there. But the thing is, you have something that's unstoppable, and you went away from it. Why? Run the football. Like, especially it's snowing, it's cold, like, it's not going to be the best out there, And they went away. And you saw the times that Henry was running, it was for at least 10, 15 every single time. Like, he was amazing out there. But again, turnovers, fellas. We've been seeing it this whole time in the playoffs. What will kill you is turnovers. We've seen it with the Chargers. We've seen it with the Texans. We've seen it with the Ravens last night, and we see it with Detroit, and we even saw it with the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Turnovers. These battles have been so close and evenly matched that one turnover will make or break you guys' season. And that's what happened. And that's what happened.
Bro,
Lamar
that
even
offense-
spoke on it.
The Ravens' offense looked unstoppable, and then a few silly mistakes, bro. Turnover.
Yeah.
Turnover.
Yep.
Yeah, I
They could
completely
not
agree.
stop them.
I completely agree. I mean, Lamar drove down the field like it was nothing,
Literally, yeah.
and then fumble.
Yeah.
Like
Like Lamar didn't play like bad, like how he has that like stereotype that he plays horrible. Like he didn't play bad, but definitely those mistakes that he had was just, I mean, not just him, but the rest of the team. Like, but those mistakes, the fumble, the interception, like they were probably gonna score points on those drives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're flying down the field. Like,
So it's just those mistakes, and I think we've said it's imperative turnovers. But this whole every single game, like the Commanders, they won because they didn't make any mistakes.
not a single mistake.
Bills, they won not because they played better, they just didn't make mistakes. Well, which means they played better. But
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
No,
I saw that every these 4 games, every winner had less yards than the other team. Like they had less total yards than every other team, and they still
It's turnovers, yeah.
won
Crazy.
those games. So it's just all about just playing mistake-free football.
Yeah.
That's why they lost that.
And a rookie is doing that, bro. So
I want to ask you guys something real quick though. Who do you guys blame for the Ravens' loss?
I think it's you
You
can't
can't blame
one
one
person.
person.
Yeah.
You
No,
really
I
If you
think-
want to blame Andrews, obviously, because
Yeah.
People want to blame Andrews, but the thing is,
You can also
think
blame
we all
Lamar.
knew what happened this season, right? Mark Andrews definitely did not have his best season so far.
No.
He's
And
had a
like-
problem.
I
He's
think
had a
he
problem with
did
drops.
pick it up the second half of the season.
He
though,
did
to
have
be
a
honest.
problem with drops. Even this game, we saw a couple drops before that last crucial drop
yeah,
in this game with Mark Andrews, and they trusted him to go for it on that 2-point conversion. And
and it was a good enough throw. It wasn't the best throw. It was good enough. Though.
and I'm gonna say kind of what just Lamar said. I mean, like, it's not, you can't just put it on one person, because at the end of the day, the football was in Lamar's hands. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't blame Lamar either. Like, like you guys were trying to say, like, you can't blame one person.
yeah.
Like, people will put this narrative out there that it was Andrews' fault. No, it was regular playoff Lamar out there, which is disrespectful, by the way. I mean, that man, like we talked about, like, he was killing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He killed it against the Steelers, and he was killing it against the Bills, even though, despite everything. I mean, think about it. If those turnovers didn't happen, I think the Ravens would have won. I mean, they
they would have.
sure.
They would have.
'Cause
they
weren't.
they
stopping,
looked
slowing down.
at times they looked better than the Bills.
Yeah.
They,
You know what I'm saying?
did.
I thought the whole
Because-
game they did until those silly mistakes.
That's what I'm saying. And so I don't think Ravens. I mean, obviously Ravens fans are going to be disappointed and so on and so forth, because they've had this same problem for years and years. But at the same time, it's just football, man. It's football. Turnovers happen, and the Bills, and like we've seen throughout the playoffs, like, again, turnovers will kill. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
But shout out Josh Allen, man. I'm gonna give him those flowers too, because at the end of the day, we were talking about earlier in this season too. Who's our MVP? Josh Allen, for me, is a very strong candidate. He put this whole Bills team on his back. That defense played amazing. And when it came to the offense, Josh Allen, when he was down in the red zone, you knew where the ball was going. It was gonna be in Josh Allen's hands. Who else would you put in it?
Yeah.
Like, what did he have? Like three touchdowns, 4 total touchdowns, I think, something like that.
I think he had 2 rushing.
Yeah,
That's
2
it, I
rushing.
think.
Yeah,
Dude, I mean, Josh Allen only had 127 passing yards, but he made plays when it mattered. And
Exactly.
I think that's what really constitutes the leadership portion of his game, is that he makes big plays when it matters. And I
Yeah.
mean, like, even when you have a low output game like 127 yards, like, he's able to be there for his team.
Oh, that's why I heard seeing Lamar lose, dude. He was there when it mattered. He made
Yeah,
that
dude.
comeback.
I mean,
The
if
fumble
you
and the drop.
put them, like, on paper, like, you can argue that Lamar had a way better game, because he had
Mhm.
he had double or almost double the passing yards, and
It's turnovers, dude. It's just turnovers.
yeah,
I think the Ravens even outrushed them. Am I wrong on that?
correct.
yeah, by 30 yards.
See,
Yeah,
I mean,
think
it's
the
the
Chiefs are
turnovers, man.
happy.
I
That-
think
I think
okay.
the Chiefs are
I think
happy,
I
bro.
think we'll get there later, and we'll talk about that later. But
yeah. But at the same time, you got to give the flowers where it's due, man. Josh Allen carried that team.
Yeah.
The Bills looked amazing. Hats off to them, and good luck to them on the rest of the way, man. I mean, they looked great.
yeah,
And again, they didn't make a mistake. That's how you do it. That's how you win playoff games.
Yeah.
Shout out the Bills. Shout out Josh Allen. Shout out Haley Steinfeld, bro. She living my dreams.
Okay.
for real.
Did that game meet the hype for you guys? The hype level?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
entertainment value, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Commanders, bruh.
Because it was super hyped up.
Dude, I wasn't expecting that, bro.
Commanders and Lions, bro. Commanders,
How many
Lions.
turnovers?
We all missed that.
In
We
that game?
all missed that, bro. We all put Lions.
Yeah.
Did we already cover that or not
No,
yet?
we're gonna talk about it right now.
Okay.
Bro.
Dude,
I
it was
think
4 turnovers,
wow.
right? 4 of them?
it's kind of the same thing with what happened to the Ravens. Because to be honest, like you heard a lot saying, "Oh, the Lions they're gonna run over that defense," because that Commanders defense, at least in the regular season, was rated like number 30th against the run. Like they're pretty bad against the run.
And they got that coach mid-season, right?
Yeah, they're pretty bad against the run. Yeah.
Like really bad. And the thing is, when you saw Jameer Gibbs out there, I mean, he was torching them. He was going crazy. But the problem is the turnovers. Jared Goff threw that pick six. Jameer Gibbs was still running over that defense, but there's only so much room to run the ball when you're going behind by double digits through just these dumb mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
You know what? And we can talk about how great Jaden Daniels is, or how scary Terry is, or, you know, that defense held up. But, dude, that offensive line for the Commanders, offensive line did what they needed to do, bro. They showed up and they showed out. They gave Jaden Daniels so much time, so many clean looks. I mean, that's why Jaden Daniels was able to do what he did. And I feel like we talked about last week's episode. I said what the Ravens, the Commanders will need to do is be able to run that ball, and if they're able to run that ball, they'll be able to win the game because they didn't rush that well against the Bucks. But Brian Robinson did his thing. He proved me wrong. He ran the ball extremely well. I mean, man, that dude looked unstoppable at times. But again, that is all due to the offensive line. The offensive line deserves some Toyotas after that, man. Because damn, they looked great. They looked great. They opened up so many opportunities in the run game, pass game. Amazing. Love it.
Also, shout out Lions, bro, making it this far with 18 people on the IR. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that is true.
Most of them on defense too.
Yeah, that defense. Like,
Yeah.
ooh,
I hear that. I really do. I don't want to be a hater, but at the same time, it's football, and that's been throughout the whole season that they had those players on IR. You know what I'm saying?
Keep that same energy for Niner fans, man.
All
I'm saying is Niner fans just get injuries.
I knew
Hey, bro.
Peanut smiled right away when Danny said that.
Hey,
bro.
hey, look. I've said it too. Like if these players weren't injured, it would have happened. Am I gonna We can't change it though. You can't change it. It's football.
Yeah.
Like I know if we had our players all healthy, it would have been different. I know that.
yeah.
But just like how they don't want to hear that from Niner fans, I don't want to hear that shit from Lions fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all were like that since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Y'all were 15-2, and number 1 seed for a reason. Turnovers got you. They exposed Jared Goff.
Dude,
That was it. That was that.
Yeah.
Jared Goff didn't have a great game.
I
mean,
heard
he
people
did
saying
statistically
things.
almost. I mean, statistically, he threw for what, over 300 yards, couple TDs. Like, he still had a decent game.
Yeah.
But again, turnovers, sacks, and
Yeah.
He took
They
a lot
had
of sacks.
5 total turnovers.
5 total.
4 of them
Yeah.
were Jared Goff.
3 interceptions and a fumble. Well, my whole thing is Gibbs had. You'd imagine before coming into this game, David Montgomery's coming kind of from injury. Jameer Gibbs is going to get the rock. 25 touches. You would say 25 carries around. You know what I mean? His game, he got 14 carries for 105 yards. That's 7.5 yards per carry.
Yeah, he's
That's
unstoppable,
insane. But only 14 carries, and the problem was those turnovers. Now imagine if he had
I hear you,
25 plus touches.
I hear you, brother.
Jameer Gibbs is going for 200 plus, and this is
I hear
a
you.
different game.
I hear you. Because I was watching him, and this boy looked unstoppable, bro.
Bro, he's so
Especially,
fast.
dude, you know what scared the living crap out of me? Is, you know, he was all cutesy, and Amon Ra, they're all doing the little first down celebrate, whatever the hell they were doing, you know? And then you could see when they got down, that crap stopped, and Jameer was just standing back there, just straight up like a madman. And dude, that honestly, he's scary. He's very scary, and that's why I hear when Peanut said, like, yeah, give him his flowers, 100 yards, 7.5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now
Two
imagine what
touchdowns,
Saquon's
bro.
gonna do, man. They'll give him the ball 25, 30 plus times.
No,
My
but
whole
yeah,
thing is just
no, I hear you, brother.
Gibbs is just so good, and he showed from the beginning. Just feed him,
Feed him.
like
Just feed him.
you
Yeah.
know.
And like another thing, well, at least something I can relate to. I'm not trying to glaze the Niners or something, but like what I'm going back to is when the Niners played the Packers a couple of years ago, I believe in 2019 in the championship, NFC championship. You know, they ran the ball with Raheem Mostert like
Yeah,
30 times, like, and he had a career game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Mostert wasn't seemed like
yeah.
that
And,
much.
and the thing is, Jimmy Garoppolo had what, like 10 pass attempts. If something's not broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only make it to the playoffs, and it's one game. You have one game. You either you win it or you lose it, and you're out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you have a man back there by Jameer Gibbs, who you drafted highly and you believe in highly, like Peanut said, how are you only going to give him 14 touches on the ground when you see him dominating?
Yeah.
You should have early on ran that ball the whole time.
Yeah.
Because at the same
Well-
time, Dan Campbell, and that defense with Aaron Glenn, they should have known how special that kid across from them was. They should have known that Jaden Daniels is hungry. He has a point to prove, and that he was going to do everything in his power to make sure that the Commanders won. And they should have kept him away from his hands. They should have kept running that ball, and they didn't. That's
I'm
just
a big
another
fan
mistake.
of Jaden. After this playoff run, dude, he's
Yeah.
keeping it calm and composed. I'm a big fan of him, bro.
He looks very good.
Yeah.
He's got the very like, man. He sometimes like he had a defender in his face about to hit him, and he just stood there, just cool, calm, collective. And he made the throw. He took the hit, but he was just delivering the ball. Jaden Daniels went crazy this game too.
Dude, it was
He missed
bro.
what,
such a
like
clean
8?
game.
He only missed 8 throws.
9, yeah.
9.
Crazy.
Like, dude, like
0 turnovers. That's crazy.
insane for a
Playoff
rookie.
team.
300
the whole-
yards, 2
the whole-
touchdowns. It's crazy.
I will say, had quietly a pretty solid game. Austin Eckler did.
Yeah,
Like
they're
the
using him a lot.
touches he
Oh,
got were pretty productive. He got 6 carries for
looked like
47 yards, 7.8 yards per carry, and then 4
Damn.
catches for 41 yards. So like
Yeah.
just all around
It's
good.
88 yards. 88 yards
Yeah.
total. Okay,
Pretty
but
good.
here's the thing, though, about the Lions, bro. I was looking at this because we were talking about the run game. They did not have a bad receiving day either, bro. 313 yards for Goff. 137 for Amon-Ra. And Gibbs out the backfield with 70, bro. 70 yards receiving.
But again, I feel like we're gonna sound like a broken record. You know what I'm saying? Because going back to that Ravens Bills game, the Ravens played better than the Bills statistically, but
Yeah.
they lost. Why? Everyone knows this, fellas. Turnovers. We've been saying it.
Turnovers.
It's the theme of the playoffs. Turnovers are gonna kill. And you know what? Honestly, may not want to hear this shit, but Dan Campbell got a little too cute. Why are
Ben
you
Johnson got way too cute.
why are you throwing? Why are you throwing? But it goes to the head coach. Like, you know what I'm
You're
saying?
right.
Like,
You're right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, he is
Yeah.
the head of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are down, and you're playing cute. Why are you doing an end around pass with Jamison Williams when that's not when you need?
Yeah.
Again, going back to Peanut's point, you have a man, 14 carries, 107 yards, 7.5 yards per carry. Why are you not putting it in his hands instead? And why are you throwing it with the receiver?
Yeah.
Or if you're going to do an end around, why not just let him run it the way that you saw him run it earlier when he took it for a touchdown?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like-
that was a big play, too.
Man, 5 turnovers you said in that game?
5,
Yeah.
bro. 4 of
crazy.
them are Goff.
Ryan.
And that one was Jameson.
Jameson.
one.
Did you guys see that JMO celebration though?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. His teammates picked him up so fast, dude.
Dude, that was hilarious, bro.
Dude, that
funny.
was
That was-
right,
That's a fine,
dude.
dude. That's a fine for
He
sure,
was
right?
getting it, bro.
Oh man, that was hilarious.
You seen that
So
No,
funny
trend,
how they
dude?
didn't
I did not
replay
see
it
that.
or
The
anything
Lions winning
because
coming,
They
dude.
didn't
You
replay
can't
it.
replay it, bro. That's
That was funny.
hilarious.
I saw a TikTok of it, dude. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Crazy, man.
No, but we talked about the Lions and their mistakes. But praise the Commanders. They played beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
They played perfectly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, just there's nothing else to say. They played
Well,
perfect.
those turnovers, it's not like, don't get me wrong, like the turnovers. It's not cool. It's not a coincidence. They had a great game plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Their defense their defense played great. Jed and Daniel, the whole team played great. So
Yeah.
it's just like they just played better. Lions got outplayed.
I agree with you, Nat. I agree with you, all the way. I mean, they're perfect. All right,
Yeah.
Last game we had was Rams versus Eagles. And unfortunately, I was the only one who chose the Rams. So.
Not the Rams.
Okay, this game was close too, though, bro.
Should have won that game.
They should have.
Okay, look.
Here comes the glaze, bro.
Turnovers. No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, bro. Fuck turnovers, bro. My glorious king Saquon, bro. Look at that man out there, bro. Like, what you talking about, bro?
Oh,
this
man.
man will single-handedly carry the Eagles to the Super Bowl, and I called it earlier, bro. Like, this man is special. Giants, take that, bro. Like,
It's so bad.
I really hope. Man, like a little part of me like brings me joy that Saquon is succeeding the way he is, as a big old like fu to the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
this man has been doubted his whole career for what? Why? Because of the situation that he was in with the Giants. Because a couple of injuries that every player has. Look at him now, bro. Look at him now.
Yeah.
Doing what he was meant to do since the beginning with a good team around him. The Eagles had a perfect game plan. I mean, and they won on both sides of the ball. Offensive line, defensive line, they both ate that up. So many sacks, so much pressure on Stafford. I mean, Stafford is a cool, calm, and very well-poised veteran who's been in the playoffs before and he's won Super Bowl before. He knows what it takes. And that Eagles defensive front, they gave it and they brought it to them, bro.
Yeah.
They brought it to them. And they showed out. And another thing too for the Rams, you know, kind of weird how we kind of having this same theme of why go away from something that you know that you're good at. Kyron Williams, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. He had a good game. He was having a great game.
Did. Here's also the
receivers-
thing that I'm looking at right now.
Your receivers are struggling against these corners and moving in the snow. Why not give Kyron? I know he had a fumble. He had a fumble.
Did.
I understand that. I understand you get a little nervous. Bro, he's running the ball great. And you were in a couple scores.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I just think Stafford, like late in the fourth quarter, I mean, Stafford started heating up though. Like that Rams team was looking a lot better.
A little too late though in the fourth quarter.
A little too late, but again, that's all due credit to the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did not give them any sort of time to get comfortable in that pocket, and they did what they had to do. And honestly, those cornerbacks too. I mean, they strapped up.
Oh, they're good. Yeah,
They
the corner is
strapped up,
good.
bro.
I think Cup had one catch, right?
Yeah, one catch. Yeah.
He had 5
He had
catches.
5 for 61, bro.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I didn't watch the game. What the heck?
Yeah. What game did we
No,
watch?
I watched it, but like
I swear I saw one catch.
me
It's
too.
5, bro.
Stafford had-
I'm looking at 5 right now.
Stafford had
for
a
real?
surprisingly good game if you look at the stats. 324 passing yards.
Damn.
the snow?
Snow?
In the snow.
Yeah. That's pretty
Well,
insane.
you said
And
do
don't
what
get
they
me
do
wrong, like
best, Danny. They
What's
throw
up?
the best. You said do what they do best.
Well,
Honestly, they throw the
no.
best.
Well, I'm just saying in regards to the weather, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not good throwers by any means. I mean, Matthew Stafford, I mean, we saw what
Yeah.
he did in that fourth quarter when he drove all the way down in a boom flash
Well,
touchdown.
when it
Kobe
comes to
Parkinson,
the run
you
game,
know?
I'm looking at it right here, and they only use Kyron in the backfield. They didn't split the load at
How
all.
many touches did
Don't
he
don't
get?
they have Blake Corum? Weren't they
no,
Blake
split?
Corum,
Blake
but
Corum broke his hand or something.
Did
yeah.
he? Oh, okay. Because I knew that they were splitting the load with him like the past couple weeks.
How
So
many rush attempts did Kyron get?
he had 19 carries for
Okay.
106 yards though.
Yeah, you
Damn.
probably want to see a little bit more in the snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really blame
But
them because their
again,
passing stats are good.
again,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like going against myself by saying, you know, they shouldn't have run away from the run game, but then the Eagles' defensive front played well. I mean, it was so evenly matched. I mean,
Hmm.
and again, it came to those turnovers. You know, at the end of the day, like
Yeah.
it was a great game. Either way,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
the Rams didn't play bad at all. You know,
No,
like
I really thought
I'm
game.
not gonna clown on them at all because they did play really well. Like,
Yeah.
and honestly, they will be scary for years to come if they draft a quarterback in this and they believe in somebody or sign somebody after Stafford, because that defensive front looks great. That
That's a
offensive
young
line
team.
looks pretty good.
It is
You
a young
know,
team.
that linebacking core looks pretty good. I mean, they look pretty good out there, you know what I'm saying? Like and it's not just I don't think it's a 1 year thing. I feel like they're gonna be like this for some time to come.
Yeah, me
I
too.
mean,
Yeah.
like you said, there's a young team and they're only gonna get better. Jared Verse, he's very special, man. Very,
Yeah.
very
You
special.
guys think
I
they're
mean,
gonna move Cooper Cup though? He's
I
got a
think so.
I think
big
he do,
salary. He's
bro.
got a big salary.
I think
You
they
can't.
do.
I think it's the same thing like we were talking about with Debo. You can't pay somebody that much money when they're not being involved anymore like that. You know, like
Yeah.
you can't pay him 20 mil plus and not involve him.
And he's been injured too.
5 catches, 61 yards. Well, I think I only saw one catch for like 20.
Dude, I
So I don't
swear, I
know
only
what
saw
game I
one catch
watched.
from Cup.
So I don't know what game I watched. But what's it called? But yeah, you can't pay a guy that much, and then
Yeah.
it just won't
Oh,
benefit the team. You
yeah.
drag a
I
team.
will
You drag
say
a team.
though,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because a win is a win. It doesn't matter, and plus it's a snow game, so I'm sure it's not a super clear indicator. But you do got to kind of look at um, the Eagles' top two receiving weapons: Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. AJ Brown 2 catches for 14 yards. You know what I mean? Like
On
they won the
7
game.
Goddard.
targets.
It was a
That's what
Goddard K,
matters.
dude.
But
But
it's
but
just
again, I feel like I mentioned this last week. Is like I feel like that's why Saquon was such a special addition to his team. Because
205 yards, bro.
thank you, thank you.
Jesus.
That's why he was such a good addition to this team because he was able to take off so much pressure off of Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
so that he doesn't have to feel forced. What did we see in that past Super Bowl against the Chiefs? When Jalen Hurts was forced to throw the ball, it didn't look pretty, and that's why they lost. And now you add a guy like Saquon, you're able to alleviate that pressure off Jalen Hurts. You're able to create lanes and do other things for him, and just really just control the game on the ground in the trenches. You know, I mean, that's
yeah.
I mean, this is special, man. It really is
Yeah.
special. You know?
I honestly I do agree. I think that obviously it's not a question. The offense is so much better, especially in the run game, 100%. But I do think that that receiving game, and I don't mean this in a bad way. I just mean when it comes to I don't I don't know AJ Brown personally, but you can tell he has like a stronger character. You know what I mean? When these guys aren't getting the ball, they can kind of become a little bit of a problem. Like this passing game this
Yeah,
year
yeah, we've seen it.
is not as high volume, not as effective, at least stat wise, compared to last year. Like this year, AJ Brown obviously is just fantasy. in like fantasy football. It's not like real football, but he wasn't. He was like super effective. Devontae Smith wasn't super effective last year. That was a different story. You know what I mean? And
I
so
feel like
just
I feel like most of that is because, like I said, he's able to alleviate that pressure off of Jalen.
Yeah.
So if you're able to take it off of Jalen and you're able to,
which I
kind of
agree. Yeah.
control the game more on the ground, I feel like it's better in terms for Jalen. I mean, but I feel like when he is asked to air it out, he can do it, and he's proved it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he proved it earlier in this season, and I feel like he's going to be forced to prove it against Washington because we saw what Washington was able to do this past week.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll see what the Eagles come up with there. But I think we saw a lot of issues with AJ in terms of a strong character, as you mentioned, Peanut, because obviously he's a great player and obviously he wants the ball in his hands too. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously when you know you're great, you're gonna want the ball. And we saw that controversy against them and like, hey, but I think they were able to overcome it and be like, hey man, I understand you need the ball, but it's a team sport and we need to win this something more amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about us, it's about the team and it's about the fan base. And I feel like maybe that's the conversation that they had, and that's why they're doing what they're doing now.
That's why he got his book, dude.
I was just about to
The
say, bro,
book.
that's why he has the book on the
Yeah.
sideline now, man. He's able to bring a little inner peace to himself, like kind of keep the mind clear. Like this
I
team
like
looks
AJ
good.
Brown a lot. I do.
I don't think he
you-
stays in Philly. I don't think he stays in Philly no more though.
Yeah, I was gonna
Really?
say. I'm like, do you think if he was
Okay.
on a different team, if he would
I don't think-
produce like
I think
insane numbers?
I think he
AJ
goes.
Brown?
AJ
I think
Brown
he goes to a team who needs a number one, like New England.
or the Raiders.
Nah.
Who's gonna throw him the ball, bro?
Yeah,
Don't worry
dude.
about it. We got that covered.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Freaking Brock
I
Bowers.
think I think he
Yeah,
will
Brock
go.
Bowers
To,
at QB.
I think he will go to a team that needs a number one,
I think so too.
whether that's Tennessee or, as I mentioned,
He was
the
with
New
Tennessee
England.
before, no?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
with Tennessee,
He-
but
I don't
they
think he's
need.
going
they need a
back.
number
I don't
He's
think
not
he's
going back.
No.
I mean, they have the number one pick. Maybe if he has a little say in the number
Some
one
trades,
pick. who
some
knows?
trades.
Well, they're getting Cam Ward.
You think you're
You
going
think
Cam
he's
Ward?
going
number
Cam
one?
Ward?
Yeah.
I think he's the best quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
I think so. That man throws such a chill ball. Like, he just looks so relaxed when he throws the ball.
The only thing that kind of worries me is if it translates to the NFL. The little
Yeah.
too calm. It's a little faster in the NFL, so we'll see. That's another topic, though. But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I
Miami
mean,
too could
look
use
at
him.
Jaden
'Cause I think
Daniels.
Tyreek's leaving.
yeah, not yeah.
You think? Nah, I don't know. I was gonna say,
In
do you
Miami
think
might want him, dude.
Waddle is gonna stay and be the number one if
I
Hill
think
leaves?
Waddle's gonna eat.
I think that's what I'm thinking too,
But is Tua the answer, dude?
dude. Tua.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Well, to be completely honest, like in the NFL, I know it's like brutal, but the only thing that matters is a Super Bowl. So I think there's very, very few QBs that are really like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
That
got, like,
really give you a shot
Patrick
to win.
Mahomes.
I
Brock
feel like we already
Purdy,
addressed
Lamar.
that.
Brock
know.
Purdy. I saw you sneak that in.
No,
What do you mean sneak it in?
I saw that.
Wait, wait.
Some of the greats: Brock
There- there's-
Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen. I think
Just
that's
because he
it.
missed, just 'cause
Joe
he missed
Burrow.
the playoffs this year,
Joe
bro.
Burrow.
Just because he missed the playoffs this year, bro. Let's settle
Yeah.
down now. Settle down.
Yeah, bro, he's coming back.
He's gonna come back. I believe in my king. But no, like there's like I agree with Peanut though. There's only a handful of quarterbacks that will take you and you can really trust to take you to the promised land. Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar.
Or you
even though
can
he
build a
hasn't done it
super
yet.
good team. Yeah.
I know
could
that he
definitely
has. I
see
know.
Lamar doing it,
I know
dude.
that Lamar hasn't done it yet. I know it's in his future.
He will.
But he's one of those quarterbacks that can take you there.
Burrow.
Another quarterback.
Burrow. For
Burrow.
sure.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why it took me so long. Yeah, thank you guys for saving me there.
He's
yeah,
been in Super
Burrow.
Bowl before.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been there. but unfortunately for them, they had Aaron Donald on the freaking defensive line. So,
Even then, that game was really
um,
good. That game was
yeah,
good.
it was good. It was good. But let's see here. Yeah, I mean, am I missing a quarterback? Obviously, you got to show some love to my boy Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Jordan
I mean, even
Love.
Hurts.
Nah.
Jordan Love.
I don't trust
Well-
Hurts with the ball in his hand with like the game on the line. Like
Well, I'll take-
100%, I don't.
Well,
But
he
that-
will.
But again, that's why we go back to the addition of Saquon. Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to ask for that for him no more.
Wait,
so
I got
yes,
a question.
But-
and I
but
guess in
does
regards
that
to
answer-
Jalen, yeah. So I was about to say. So I guess in regards to saying, hey, can Jalen take us all the way just by himself, no run game?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think.
Oh,
Dude, I've been watching the last 2 games in playoffs by Jalen Hurts, and ever since that concussion, dude, he has not been as accurate. He looks a little sluggish and not as accurate to me.
Yeah, bro, he's probably seeing like ghosts out there, like Sam
Yeah.
Darnold.
yeah, real quick
Crazy.
question: Hurts or Purdy?
Don't make me answer that, dude.
Yeah, I'm asking you two
As
specifically.
as like being unbiased as I can, I would take Brock.
Being
I
unbiased,
would take Brock.
100%.
I would take Brock. I mean, think
I'm picking
about
Jalen.
think.
Ooh. You think? Okay, let's do the age-old question.
I was
if you
about
swap
to,
teams, who
I
has
was
a
just
better?
about to say. I was just about to say, like, if you put Brock on that Eagles team, I think they do better. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's not as big as Jalen though.
He's not as big, but he's a better passer.
But
That's for
does
sure.
but does he fit their game plan better? I don't think so.
I mean, what doesn't? You have a better passer. I mean, that's
Yeah,
you're
but how
able-
many?
we were
Yeah.
just talking about. We were just
How many
we were
times
just-
does Jalen run it though, bro? He had
we were-
70
we were-
yards, 70 yards
Yeah,
rushing last game.
but the
You
thing
don't
is,
have to be a runner when you got Saquon.
that's what I'm saying though. And in times, going back to the NFC Championship last year against the Lions, Brock Purdy ran the ball. This year he ran the ball a lot more than he needed
He
to extend
should
those
have.
plays. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying is like, in terms of who would elevate the Eagles, which is kind of crazy to imagine, I would say Brock Purdy would do that. In terms of pass game, like we've been talking about, and I've been talking about, Jalen Hurts, you don't have to put the ball in his hands no more. Brock Purdy, you can put the ball in his hands and you know he's going to drive down the field. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I can say that because I've seen freaking Jimmy Garoppolo and a old Colin Kaepernick and Blaine Gabbert. Like, I've seen all that, so I can say I trust.
But what happens? No, that's not fair.
What's up? No, say it.
I was gonna
That's
say,
cool.
what happens if you take away his weapons?
Take away whose weapons?
Brock's weapons.
Well, you saw what happened,
Exactly.
And
I know that's not fair because the Eagles do
the
have
thing is,
weapons.
Brock Purdy did have a down year this year, though. It wasn't
He did.
bad. It wasn't. He didn't have a bad season. He had a good season.
But
but
here's the
20
only
touchdowns, 12
stat.
picks.
Here's the only stat that matters though is wins,
Oh, shit.
and they didn't
You're
do
right.
that.
But then it can go the same thing for Jalen.
Yeah.
But what would you do if he lost his Saquon, his number one?
Yeah.
Would you see the same thing? And so I see what you're saying though. I see why
Yeah.
you're saying it's not fair. So
Yeah, because I mean, like you put Purdy into this situation as a rookie, where he has McCaffrey, and he has Debo, and he has
And-
Ayuk, and he
and-
has Kittle. You know what I mean?
can we stop doing that though? I feel like we gotta stop doing that as fans and like people of the game. Like we gotta stop saying like, oh, like how good is a quarterback if you take away all of his weapons? What do you think, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think? I mean, look at what Mahomes did this year with not that many weapons. He looked like an average quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Put him back with Tyreek and, Prime Hunt. I mean, and Prime Kelsey. He looks unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop asking those stuff.
Mahomes, dude, though, is he'll still win the Super Bowl with average weapons. That's
What's
what makes him
what's
different.
my thing? Last year, I feel like Mahomes had worse weapons than what he had this year, and he still beat. No, I don't mean the rub salt on the wound, but he beat a super stacked Niners defense or Niners team in the Super Bowl. With obviously the Chiefs had a great defense, and you can never count Mahomes out, but they had no weapons.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No, and I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But that
He had
goes.
Tony, bro.
to- Character, so.
He had
I mean,
Tony.
I mean, he still had Kelsey. You know, we talk about Mr. January. You know, he shows out. You know, all the time. You know, and he's a great weapon. What did they have? Juju last year.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who they. I can't
Yeah.
even think about who they had last year.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Juju,
Scantling,
and
McCole
Cole
Hardman.
Hardman.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
not saying
They
they're
had
bad players, right?
Clyde
But
Edwards-Helaire, right?
decent.
I think so.
RB?
Yeah.
And
No, that's
Pacheco.
Pacheco. What you talking about? Yeah, Pacheco.
Well, both of them.
Well,
Yeah.
Edwards-Helaire,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think, was hurt, and he came back like super late in the season.
Bro,
Yeah.
they're using Hunt more than Pacheco right now. I don't know if it's because like recent injury, but they're using.
Well,
Hunt
it's that
more.
injury, bro. He did have a bad injury. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it was his
but
fibula.
still, bro. He got better a little bit ago.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I think we gotta stop putting that whole narrative like, oh, what if? You know, I mean, we only see
Yeah.
one great quarterback. No, even he had weapons. I was gonna say Robert Gronkowski and Julian Edelman, Randy Moss.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and I mean, he had weapons. You know, so I think we gotta stop that whole thing. Like,
Mhm.
we always talk about, like, when we talk about a rookie quarterback coming in, we talk about surrounding him by weapons. So
Well,
we
that's
gotta-
the thing. When you have a rookie quarterback, it's like you have the most valuable position and you're paying him nothing. So you're going to be able to stack up. If you build a team right, you're going to be able to stack them with great weapons. And that's how a lot of teams win Super Bowls, right?
Yeah.
And not that the window closes, but a lot of times for many teams, the window does close when a rookie QB gets that money because they don't have the same roster anymore. But
I don't want to go like too off topic. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say.
Go for it,
Damn,
bro.
I just had my thing and I forgot what I was going to say. That's crazy.
Damn.
No way it was just dementia. My fault. It was literally in there and then it left.
It happens, bro.
It happens.
all right. Is it too early to do our next picks?
No, how far in are we right now?
Like an hour, I think.
Hold up. We are 52 in.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can,
let's
we
do
can
the
do it.
picks.
Okay, hold up. I'm trying to. You guys rushed me.
My bad.
No, you're good. Oh, we can.
I was literally like creating the prompt right now.
While you create your prompt, let's talk about Ben Johnson today. He was hired
Oh man.
by the Chicago Bears. And, you know, let's talk about, I mean, I feel like that was great. I think it's kind of funny how he lost. Yesterday, he was like, deuces, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. But, hey, he's got a great situation with the Bears. I think what he'll do for Caleb Williams, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, just seeing what he called, well, except for that BS Jameson throw. I mean, dude, we've seen a lot of special plays, like play calling from Ben Johnson this year. I mean, just the way that he utilizes all of his players.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this much creativity in play calling. If correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's very
good.
creative as an offensive mind. I think the closest. Who would you say? I feel kind of crappy, bro. I always relate to the Niners. I would say Kyle Shanahan. You know,
Shanahan is pretty creative with it. But,
you know, like,
but I don't know.
just, I mean, he's very creative, and I think what he'll do with Caleb is something that he can do like he did for Jared Goff.
Yeah.
In terms of relieving pressure and being able to, you know, analyze his reads, and this is first option, second, third, you know, like being able to get those checkdowns, you know, like he'll be able to help him progress through those checkdowns a little faster, you know, like.
No, I think
Jared
Ben
Goff,
Johnson, he's going to make you non-believers make Caleb Williams look great.
Non-believers?
I think so.
Who's a non-believer?
You guys were the ones saying that you guys will take Fields right now. Bro.
That's still true. That's still true. But I'm not a non-believer.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's not.
to be honest, yeah,
I believe he can be great, but I just haven't seen it.
I think he has a high ceiling, but we've never seen it. I don't even think we've seen it in college, bro. Like, that was my whole thing.
That's my whole thing too.
You know, like.
Well, We could argue his defense was garbage. That's
Yeah,
all I'm gonna.
bro, but that's another thing is like if you talk about like a generational talent, brother, like we talk about like
They
oh
still
like
win.
yeah, like you talk about oh well, if it's generational, you gotta do this, you gotta do
Well,
that.
do you
Like
consider Lamar generational?
yeah, hell yeah, what? Is that even a question? Hell
What if
yeah,
he never? What if he never wins a Super Bowl?
he's still a generational talent. We've
Two-time,
I
never.
agree.
maybe three. I mean, his MVPs,
I
bro.
mean, I mean, despite the MVPs, I mean we've never seen. Well, the
No,
last time we
you're right.
talked about
I
it, like
agree. Lamar is a generational
Lamar,
player.
Lamar was Michael Vick, but
Yeah. Are you
to be
trying?
honest, I feel like Lamar Jackson is miles away from Michael Vick now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean miles. I mean, no disrespect to Michael Vick, but
Peanut. Are you trying
What?
to compare Lamar Jackson to Caleb Williams right now, or what?
What?
Because why?
No.
Why did you bring up
yeah,
Lamar
why'd you
Jackson?
bring that
Then
up? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't know what the point was.
What with Lamar?
Yeah, why did you bring up Lamar as a generational talent when we were talking about Caleb Williams? Are you just saying what if he never wins the Super Bowl?
Well, yeah.
Well,
Like what?
Lamar's college career was even well enough. I
Yeah,
think
it
that
was.
he was severely underdrafted,
Well, it wasn't even that.
especially
He
for
was.
being a
It was.
Heisman winner.
He was disrespected. It wasn't underdrafted. He was disrespected. Bro, people legitimately had conversations with him saying, "Hey, you should switch to receiver or running back." These were legitimate things of him coming out of college. He wasn't underdrafted or whatever. He was being straight up disrespected, bro.
Yeah.
Like
He was a running
like
back, right?
No, he was a
no,
quarterback in
he was
college,
a
bro.
quarterback. He was a quarterback of Louisville.
Was it high school he was a running back? 'Cause I know he was a running back at a point.
No, even in high school, he was a quarterback.
Really?
Yeah.
I swear he played
Yeah.
running back at some time.
No,
I don't
No,
think
he's
no.
just a mobile
It's,
quarterback.
it's just that whole narrative around him that they kept calling him a running back. So maybe that's where you got confused because that's all. Like it's just disrespectful the
Yeah.
whole way that he been treated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
what? Because he was a black QB, a skinny QB, and you're gonna disrespect him? You know what I'm saying? Like they were saying, oh, he can't throw the ball in the NFL. It was straight up disrespectful the whole thing, bro. Like, and so when he was mad when he got drafted to the very end, I don't blame him. I don't
Yeah.
blame him because I believe that was the same draft Josh Rosen got taken in. Am I
Yeah.
tripping?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
Oh, that's so painful, dude. Josh
and that's
Rosen.
and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like he got disrespected. Like it's not a like a like I just said underdrafted thing. No, he got disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, he did.
and he was a generational talent coming out of college as well. Because even in college, people saw his arm. People saw what he can do on the ground. You know what I'm saying? They compared him even out of college, calling him Michael Vick out of college. They said they'd never seen a quarterback this electric since Michael Vick at Virginia. You know, and they still drafted him that late. So
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm saying. And he did win at Louisville. I'm saying like he did. I mean, I would say he almost had the same type of career and hype as Caleb Williams did coming out of college.
Yeah, I do think though, Caleb. I think obviously coming out of the draft when he was number one, the way they hyped him up. I don't like the way they hyped him up so much like that. But I
Me neither.
definitely do think he was
They,
a really
bro,
good prospect.
they
Like,
made it
dude,
seem like it was like you would have to trade your like this guy was worth trading your whole draft and
well,
your whole future.
I do
Just to
think
trade
he
up and get
can
this guy.
be
And I don't think he's that
really
special though.
good
I don't think he's that
quarterback.
special. Like I know it's 1 year and we can't judge him.
Who,
Like
Caleb?
and I hope he proves me wrong. I just don't I don't see it. Like
I,
normally we see flashes, but I don't see it. You know?
I saw it. I mean,
I think I saw some flashes.
I
But
Some
saw it.
drives.
I
even
mean,
in
in
even in
college, his
college though,
stats
bro,
were
like
really good
I
in
don't
college.
see
You
it.
can't blame that the winning record on him. His defense was bad. His stats are there. His college stats are pretty damn good if you're
I don't,
looking at him.
I don't know. I
I
see
don't
something
know.
special in him, Dan.
And like I said, I really do hope that he proves me wrong. I don't pray or wish anything bad on any player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I'll have my takes on whatever, but like I really don't wish bad on nobody. So I do hope he proves me wrong. And that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
No, I know
And
what you mean.
and that's what I'm saying. I think Ben Johnson will help him elevate his and I hope he does live up to the thing where it just really like irritated me was that they're saying that he is a generational type talent like Mahomes and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like this kid, he didn't even win a championship or contend for a bowl in
Yeah.
Well,
at
things
US.
Mahomes didn't really either in college, right?
Yeah, but we saw the flashes in college. I mean, Mahomes in college at Texas Tech did look great. I mean, that dude, we all
He
knew he had a
did look
cannon for
great, but
arms.
like he had a losing record in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he was at Texas Tech.
He was at Texas Tech.
He was at Texas Tech. You know.
Okay,
And
Yeah.
don't even
and
get me
you-
started on that draft though, dude.
Why?
Freaking the Bears ruined their whole freaking franchise by picking Mitch Trubisky.
Trading at one
Trading
spot with
up.
the Niners.
Trading
I
up.
will never forget that. That was so funny. To me.
Ridiculous,
That's
bro.
crazy.
That's like
Hey, and I laugh at the Niners too because they passed up on so many freaking people. They took
'Cause-
Solomon Thomas.
Wait, who'd you guys take? Because you
We
guys
took
had.
Solomon Thomas.
Oh yeah, because you guys
Dude,
had the number
honestly,
3 pick.
I'm not gonna
You
lie
guys-
though. When he was coming out of Stanford, he did look like a beast.
I was
Bro,
saying,
you know
you guys
who we
could have
also
Patty
took in that
Mahomes.
draft? You know who we also took in that draft? Reuben Foster, bro. Dude, Reuben Foster coming out of Alabama. I don't know if you guys remember him. I definitely do. But holy crap, I thought this guy was gonna be like the next like better Patrick Willis. I think about to this day, bro. To this day, I
better
think
than
about
Patrick Willis.
no, whoa, not better than my glorious king. No, he resembled like just like that dog. You know what I'm saying? I think about to this day. I think about to this day
Uh,
what that defense could have been if they had Reuben Foster, Dre Greenlaw, and Fred Warner. Bro, oh,
Bro, our defense is so different with Greenlaw. It's so painful, dude. The injuries.
we can't let him go. We can't.
No.
That's different. We're not gonna talk
Literally,
about
it's a different defense when he's on the field.
that. It is. It is
Different topic.
a different topic. I don't want to keep talking about the Niners.
All right,
even though
let's
I love
do the playoff picks.
all right, I'm ready. So the NFC is gonna be the Commanders at Eagles. That is gonna be at Sunday at 12 noon Pacific time.
And oh, damn! I just hit the crap out of my. We good? My bad.
All
Sorry,
right,
guys.
all right. No, it's all good.
Is it gonna be snowing or anything
I've
Before I
not
make my-
looked up the weather report. Let me see.
before I make my pick?
Let me see what.
Wait,
it
where's it
says.
gonna be?
No one gives a crap, man. Give me the Commanders. I don't even give a crap.
Yo!
If you ask me or nothing. Give me the Commanders. They're
Let's
going to the Super Bowl.
go.
They looked a lot better in that second game around against the Eagles.
Sunday.
Like I said, that they would be a whole lot better. I think they continue their momentum. I think they're on a hot one. I think they know the formula. Eagles should be scared. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn. I like it. I like it. Let's
Not
look at
even
the weather
care you didn't
report.
I didn't even care that you didn't ask me, bro. I didn't care about no weather report.
I would say
You're
though that
the
second
Commanders,
game,
bro.
that's when
I
Jalen
won't
Hurts
even-
did get
I
that
won't even
concussion,
say.
right?
Wait, let
And
me
he
know the
didn't
weather.
play.
Let me know the weather before I pick.
Peanut, I think you might be right. Let
It's
me
gonna
double check.
be
Yeah, I think Hurts got the concussion like the first quarter because Michael was so salty in fantasy and he was like cursing me because Hurts
Bro,
got
He
hurt.
does not look the same since his concussion.
He
did
got
get
hurt in like the
Oh.
first
concussion.
quarter.
Yeah, because they
For
put
some reason,
Pickett
I
in.
don't have. Hold on.
Yeah, they played Pickett, and Pickett almost beat the Commanders too, but it was a good game.
That was a good game. That game eliminated the Cowboys too, so I was happy. Michael, the weather.
Oh, he did.
39 degrees as a high.
Yeah.
Peanut just made a
18
good point.
miles an hour gusts, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be cloudy. Not
So Peanut
Snow.
just made a good point,
No
bro.
snow.
When I picked the Commanders, he's like, "Yo, Hurts got hurt that game," and he did. Hurts sustained a concussion in the first quarter against the Commanders on December 22nd.
So what?
It
You
did
think
not
he's
return.
gonna have trauma or what?
No, I don't think it dictates anything because, like I said, like if it's a guy that you can trust the ball to put in his hands, they signed, like I said, they signed a guy like Saquon to keep
A what now?
a guy.
Okay.
They signed a guy like Saquon to keep it out of his hands, and the Commanders will prove why.
Danny going with the Commanders.
I go with the Commanders.
Bro, torn.
Okay, here's the thing.
It's
Here's
what
the
my
thing.
boys would call a passion pick.
And he is going against his glorious king Saquon with that pick, bro. Just to let y'all know, that's the weight of this pick right now.
Yeah. That's my thing.
I'll double down. I'll take Commanders too. I think that they're young, they're hungry, they're strong. Their defense is crazy. I don't think they can slow down Saquon much, but I think that they will.
That's their only challenge.
I think that they will
'Cause
outmatch in
I think-
very, like every other aspect. I think that they'll outmatch. But the run game, I think, will belong to the Eagles. But I don't think that that's what's gonna matter the most in this game.
I do want to say this real quick too. We did flame Marshawn Lattimore a lot the first game that they played the Bucks, but he did play really hard against Amon-Ra and JMO this past weekend.
He did.
So I think they would be evenly matched receiver wise. It's gonna come down to slowing down Saquon. I don't know how you do it, but if they can do that,
Yeah.
they've proven me wrong too many times. I'm not gonna go against them.
That's
Damn it! I
tough
feel
for
like I
sure,
just
bro.
jinxed them because I said
That's
the same
tough
thing
for
with the
sure,
Ravens.
bro.
Yeah.
Ish.
Either way, I'm happy though, bro. Either way, I'm happy. So.
Yeah. Well, be less happy one way.
I'd be less happy one way, but I'd still be happy.
Peanut, who you got?
For me, I don't know. I think the Eagles team have that's just a complete team right there, and I think Hurts might be the slightly weaker link, but I mean, even I don't know, they have weapons. Don't forget about AJ Brown. Don't forget about Devontae Smith. Don't forget about Dallas Goddard. You got Saquon. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of what the Lions did, of what happened with the Lions. I think the Eagles are going to take it. I think they're probably going to take it. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think the Eagles are going to dominate when they need to dominate. I think that run game is going to suffocate the defense, and they're going to pass when they need to. That team's just too good for the Commanders, I think.
Okay. All right.
Very
All right.
evenly matched this one, bro. I like it.
Bro, I want the Commanders to win so bad. I
Dude,
really
me
do.
too.
But I don't know who to pick right now. I'm like torn still.
Like, who I want to
love
win?
Jaden Daniels,
Commanders.
dude.
It's gonna be a good game. I don't even know. I can't say anything because some of these games I think were gonna be good games. They've looked completely bad. So
I know that's kind of like the theme of this playoffs, bro. We had like such high praise for some of these teams, and then they crap on it.
Like the Vikings. Oh my god, the Vikings pissed me off, dude.
Because honestly, like it's so safe to say that either one of these teams will crap the bed. The Eagles will either, and Jalen are gonna show why they needed Saquon, or the Commanders will crash under pressure. Because the stage is too bright.
Yeah.
I mean, it can literally go either way.
But
And
either way, it's gonna get looked at negatively. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
man,
dude, the
dude.
Commanders,
Hard choice.
they beat all these teams but couldn't hang. And imagine if one of the other teams were in this spot and like all that stuff. You know what I mean? But at the Eagles, it's like, how did they get this far? They need to completely rework. Like, it's just gonna be. I just see it could be completely negative.
But to be fair, the Commanders already beat the better opponent. I think the Lions are better than
and
the Eagles.
also the Commanders have beaten the Eagles in the regular season.
I actually think the Eagles are better than the Lions right now. That Lions defense was not good because of the injuries.
Okay, did the last time the Commanders played the Eagles, was it in the same location? They played away or what?
The Eagles, the Commanders played.
So they were at home.
All right, look.
Washington was at home.
Look, my gut says Commanders, but I'm gonna use my head and say Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles.
All right.
No, dude, I want Jaden Daniels to go crazy. I want the Commanders to win.
too, bro.
To be honest, I really do. I want them to win the whole thing. That Eagles team is just complete. That's a complete team from defense to offense. It's hard to beat.
You guys want to go to the game?
Yeah, right.
$590 a ticket.
It's not as much as
It's
the
not as
Bills
much as I thought.
Ravens game.
Dude, the
That's like
Niners and Cowboys were like 800 a pop.
that's how much the Bills Ravens was. It was 800 on average a
This
ticket.
is like, well, on average, you might get there because I'm looking at some of these. It's like 1,200, 1,500,
Yeah,
1,300,
crazy, bro.
and those aren't even. Those are like closest as they can get. Let's see. Next round. Bills and Chiefs, man. Bills and Chiefs. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Go
I'll
ahead,
start.
Nut. I was gonna
Oh,
say
Peanut
go
can start.
ahead, Nut.
I'll go, Mike. Mike said he'll start.
All right, I think Chiefs are gonna win. It's no question. I do not think
No
Bills have a chance.
question.
I really don't think Bills have a chance. I think Ravens would have, but I don't think Bills have a chance.
I think you are on crack.
All
I
right,
think
we'll see.
No chance is crazy.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
wait
see.
for my turn. I'll wait for my turn. Go
Dude,
ahead.
let's
Nut.
go to this game, bro. Only $300 a ticket.
Yeah.
Let's go to this
Yeah,
I
game.
think I'm gonna say what Danny might. I think I'm gonna reiterate what Danny might say. I think the Bills have a better shot at beating the Chiefs than the Ravens did.
Yeah.
I just
Thank you, Nut.
not necessarily that they have a better team, but I just feel like that Bills team is more. I feel like they can be more mistake free. Like the thing with the Ravens that we've seen is in the past years, maybe Lamar plays bad, maybe he doesn't, but turnovers, right? I think the Bills can do a pretty good job at being safe with the football. Well, I mean, Josh Allen can be pretty reckless sometimes, but you know what I mean. I think the Bills have a better shot.
I saw a very good point. They were talking about it post game, where they were talking about one of the plays where it was on the Bills' last possession, the one where they scored the field goal, and
On the
he
goal
had-
line.
Yeah, and he had the option play,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
looking at the option play, and they said that this was a sign of his maturity, and that instead of forcing the play because he wanted to make a big electric play, he just elected to keep possession. They still had the lead. Add on to it with the field goal, and then just play the defense, right? And that's just another aspect of
Yeah.
his
And
leadership.
and I'm sorry to cut you off. It just comes down to knowing how to win games.
Yeah. Well,
You
Chiefs.
know,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Chiefs know how to win games,
Same
but
thing.
and,
Same
and but
thing.
that but that's
yeah,
why
my
I'm
final
saying.
choice
But that's
is
what I'm saying. Like no disrespect to Mike's take, but the Bills have a better chance of winning because they know what it takes. They've been at that stage before. Like they've beat the Chiefs before. I don't think when was the last time
They've
that the
beat the
Ravens played
Chiefs
the
this
Chiefs?
season.
Yeah, and I
The only
and I
team,
The
right?
only team to do so.
and it
That makes
and
me
they can.
think the Chiefs are gonna win even more. They're not gonna let that happen twice.
But the thing is, bro, like but the thing is, like Mahomes and that offense versus that defense is pretty evenly matched because they don't have that great of an offense. And that defense against that offense, you're going against Josh Allen. I don't care what you say. Like we talked about Josh Allen and talking about turnovers. That's been his thing. Turnovers. He decreased that a lot this year. And I think he's
Especially in
on a
playoffs.
mission and he has a big old chip on his shoulder, bro. Big old chip on his shoulder. Like you don't think he hears all this noise about Mahomes he hears it, bro. Whether you like to admit it or not, he hears that, and I know for a fact that he feels the pressure, and he feels the pressure to win now.
And
I
for
think it's
that,
gonna be close, but I just think the Chiefs know how to finish it better than any other team.
well, no, I agree with you, Mike. But for my final pick, I'm picking the Bills. I think the Bills are going to come out on top. No offense to Lamar, I love Lamar. Lamar is such a
Yeah,
great player,
of course,
but I firmly do think Bills have a much better shot at winning that game
Yeah.
of course.
than the Ravens.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Peanut, and kind of makes it obvious what my pick is. I'm taking the Bills.
I'm also taking the Bills. But ESPN Analytics, bro, they're giving the Bills a 54.6% chance of winning before kickoff. That's kind of crazy to me, especially with the Chiefs being at home with a perfect home record this season. That's kind of crazy to me. I don't think the Bills will be favorites, but I think that they'll win. I think that they'll come away with the win.
I think they win. I feel like it's another evenly matched game, but I think they win because they have a balance.
Yeah.
I want them to. Don't get me wrong, but I can't see it. I don't know why.
I can see it. I can see all 6'5" of Josh Allen running through that defense, bro. Like they're not gonna have an answer for him. They're not gonna have an answer for him.
Yeah,
then that's why I say that they are a better version of not the Ravens. I think Josh Allen is just better. Just better than Lamar. I love Lamar, but I think Josh Allen is better.
He's more well-rounded.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
I also think that, I mean, obviously at this point in the season, the Bills are here and the Ravens are not. And that happened for a reason.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. We know how these players know how to make plays when it matters the most. And if you're comparing them, the Bills did it better. Like, they're here.
Yeah, freak you, Mark Andrews. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's all Mark Andrews' fault. Go back to the blaming.
No,
Who to blame?
No.
No, I'm just messing.
Nah, I think that the Bills are here for a reason, and I think they're going to show us why. And
Question, do you think if they tied that game, the Ravens would have won? They had all the momentum.
There was still a minute left, right? And I think the Bills had 2 timeouts.
Something like... Was there a minute left?
I think there was a minute left, like 48 or like 50-some seconds. Like, I think there was like a minute left.
Yeah, but they were doing... I don't know, bro.
I just don't know, man. I just don't know because, I mean, we've talked about it this whole time.
We never will know.
We talked about it this whole time is that team knows how to make the big plays. And I'm not saying that he can march it down 70 yards and win the game with a field goal or even a touchdown. Yeah. But they had tools and resources to do so. And, I mean...
And honestly, the only quarterbacks I can really see beating Mahomes in a playoff setting is Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
In the AFC, yeah. Dude,
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I love Lamar, no disrespect, because especially the way I rank my quarterbacks, it's Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, then Mahomes. That's how I rank them. That's my ranking.
Another reason why I think the Bills are going to win is because nobody wants to beat the Chiefs more than Josh Allen and the Bills.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he's like 0-3. He's like 0-3 against Mahomes and the Chiefs.
He's 0-3 against Mahomes in the playoffs, but he's 4-1 against Mahomes in the regular season.
That's a crazy stat.
And I think Mahomes in playoffs, he's just different, bro.
Yeah.
And I hate to see it.
I hate to see it too. Sometimes honestly, you just need to lose, bro. Like, please.
Oh, no, my decision is coming from my gut.
He wins.
Yeah. Okay,
no, I think it's just a gut thing too. Like, it's not a hate thing. Like, I think the Bills win.
I just want. Well,
I think so too.
I want the Bills.
I think so too.
I want the Bills to win, but if I'm being honest, I think the Chiefs have the upper hand. If I'm being honest, I think the Chiefs.
I don't because honestly, like you look at the game against the Texans, it wasn't pretty. Like it wasn't like they dominated the Texans by any means. Like it was very evenly matched, and like we said, like the only thing that's really separated them were a couple bad calls, and also Fairbairn who missed.
Oh my gosh, Fairbairn is so bad.
Kaimi, bro.
5, 6, 7, 8 kicks.
Oh.
He missed so many kicks, bro.
If you look at the Chiefs season though, every single game has been so close, but they end up on top anyways.
But that's what I'm saying though. And who is the only quarterback this season who didn't allow that to happen?
Yep.
Josh Allen.
Okay, dude. So here's the thing: is that I'm looking at the record for the Chiefs, and they freaking lost to the Broncos on the first day, like 38-0.
Wait, when?
What are you talking about? The Chiefs lost to the Broncos because Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he was playing.
From the last week.
Are you talking about?
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Before playoff?
No, yeah. No, you're right. I forgot about that.
They already had the first seed, so they sat.
You're right. I was like, what the freak? When did this happen?
No, and the Broncos were definitely unloading a lot of hate. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure. like the Madden meme. We had to blow off all the
Dude.
steam.
Oh man.
You're right.
They should have won their first matchup though. Like no hate, no nothing.
Dude, they have so many one possession games. But
Yeah, and I don't think you can do that against Allen.
the
I don't think
Bills
you can do
was
that
not
against
one of
Allen.
them. They won by 9 points.
Yeah.
And they
really
scored
hope
the
Bills
Bills
win, dude.
scored
I really,
14
hope.
points in the fourth quarter.
Wait, didn't they play that game in Arrowhead as well?
No.
No, they put that
No?
in Buffalo.
Yeah, that was in Highmark.
Yeah, but like you said, Owen, 4-1 regular season, Bills Chiefs, playoffs 0-3. It's like
Yeah,
it's different.
but
About
it is
About to be
different.
1-3.
And
About to be 1-3.
it is in Arrowhead, and I understand that. But nobody wants to beat him more than Josh Allen, bro. He has a huge chip on his shoulder. He has to prove that he's gonna be the best in the
Yeah.
AFC.
Oh, I'm gonna be
He
so
have to
happy.
go through Mahomes. That's just the way it is.
Dude, the people I want to win, I win against with my predictions. I
No.
want Commanders to win, and I want freaking Bills to win. But I predict the opposite.
Well, no, I want the Bills to win, and honestly, I think the Chiefs do have a slight edge in winning, but I'm choosing Bills because I just
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Chiefs have a better chance of winning, but it just my gut's saying that Bills are gonna overcome that.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
gonna be
hope
tough,
so.
man. It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good one, dude.
Yeah.
Both of them
Let's
should
see,
be. I'm
man.
excited, bro.
Yeah. Eesh. It's supposed to be sunny over there too at
Oh
Arrowhead.
yeah. Give me Josh Allen, bro.
Give me
Josh
Iguodala.
Allen. Give me Josh Allen.
Yeah, no,
Mr.
it's
Captain
supposed
America.
to be good conditions. 38 degrees, sunny, with only 10-mile-an-hour wind. But that's of right now. It's still like a week out. But that's of right now.
Yeah, no, I think the Bills have the best chance. The best teams in the AFC to beat Mahomes, Bengals, Bills.
And they've already done it once.
They've already done it once. I think they can do it again.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I got Bills, man. I got Bills.
got the Bills.
I hope so, man.
I hope so, man.
I guess that's it then, man. Right?
Yeah.
We're missing
think so.
anything?
I think we're wrapping up.
Damn. Wow. Well, what another great week of football. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and follow. It's been a 2-Minute Warning podcast. It's been me, Danny, Michael, Owen, and Peanut. We appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Sir, peace.
Peace.
Out, man.